Warning: the following video contains explicit language, which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Random News, and I hope you got that good weed ready and rolled up, because everybody's favorite fraudster's back, and he just watched an MTV special, and he ain't too happy about it. So let's get into episode 2 of Big Mad, Jedidiah Brown, a fraudster.
And so I'm mad as hell.
How you doing, everybody? This is Jedidiah, community advocate right here in the city of Chicago.
What he meant to say was community dumbass in the city of Chicago.
I basically have been watching and listening, and I've been consulting with the team that I've been able to rebuild and that I'm very excited about. New team? What does he mean, new team? You mean the freedom frauds aren't a thing anymore? I guess that's why Rico had to go get a regular job. Everything that has been centered around the resparking of the fires, around getting justice for Kenneka Jenkins. I also took out time to watch the MTV special,
which is the whole reason why he made this video in the first place. See, he ain't said shit about Kenneka since Mama Teresa told him to shut that shit down. But since MTV's talking about her and the scent of money's in the air, he's out to get that Kenneka cash. And I had a very at-length conversation with Doma Tipongo himself, which was the anchor who actually led the special and did the work. And please don't expect him to back that lie up with any proof or evidence. I want to point this out. So many people, when I gave the live last time, so many people tried to reduce the comments as if there was something that was already said, and they also tried to make it more futile, as if it was about me being more concerned about being in the MTV special. Well, you're probably wondering what he's talking about, and I probably should have told you about that in the beginning. See, he did 2 lives. Yeah, we retweeted the 2 of them. And we'll go back and forth between the 2. So let's go back in time and show you what he said before. And so MTV is doing a special, and I have not been privileged. And it is not about being seen or heard, but I've not been privileged to been interviewed or to have even an opportunity to share my side of this experience. And if you can tell by that lemon face, he's pretty salty right now. But don't worry, Jed, I'm here, and we're gonna give you your own special. By MTV. Domate is a Chicago native. I know him very well. I have spoken to him since the news of this special has been coming out, and we were able to talk about it, and he was able to, share his perspective and even express to me why I was not in this particular special. And he's full of shit, because if he had proof of that, he would have showed it just to save face. This dude's a clown. I told him I was going to call him after I saw the documentary, and I'm not offended that I'm not in it. And if that was the case, then why bring it up in the first place? But I do know that based on what I have seen, that there are a lot of unsung heroes who history may not necessarily, that history could possibly betray. See, Jedidiah knows all about betrayal, because he's done it to a ton of people, even his own team. I mean, every case he put his hand on, he betrayed the family in some way, shape, or form. Let's look at a few examples of some of the stuff he's done.
For the protests, I thought people was doing it at the kindness of their heart, but I guess everybody has an agenda. Ones that use my child name in vain just to profit off of it, and whichever way, for the publicity, for the media and all that. When y'all told me that 2 days ago, when I found out that money was being collected, it was funds available for this protest, and y'all said y'all got money left over. It might be about $2,000. I never knew how much it was in the first place. I told y'all to keep it until this protest is over. You know what? The protest is over.
GoFundMe pages, 4 of them. 4 different GoFundMe pages up. Under the guise of he's going to do a separate funeral for my son. Without my permission. And had all these people sending him money.
And he got the money.
Yes.
You think he got the money?
I know he got the money. I know he got the money.
You know he got it. And did he any funeral arrangements?
What funeral? I haven't heard about it. I wasn't invited as his mother to the funeral, so who knows?
Right. And that's how he pretty much getting his money.
Yes.
Through the grieving mother.
Yes, stand next to him while they too distraught to talk, and he's talking for them. well, if you just send some money so we can help. And then everybody feels sorry because they see us crying and send it to them, and then it disappears.
That fund was going for them to get out of jail. That's what people were donating to. I got so many people inboxing me right now. That's where their money was supposed to go to. You did not tell the people that this Freedom Fund was going to actually help you eat, help you go travel here, help you get a hotel.
And then you also lied and said that because of your efforts, James Crosby was on WGN. That was not the truth, sir. That interview with WGN was set up by myself, James, and the GN producers 2 weeks before you even came around. So here's my thing. Like I told you, your Freedom Fighter.
They said to me that are making this case go out there again is causing them to take interest in it, and that they were watching it, and that interview that went out the next day.
Give me a name. Give me the name of the producer. Who did you talk to? Who did you talk to? Give me the name of the person you talked to at GN.
What does?
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the face of a whole goofy. Now let's get back to the rest of his lies.
In a sense, now the MTV special has gone forward, and people have not expressed as much excitement and happiness about it.
See, and when he says that, he's talking about people like himself, who MTV completely clowns. I mean, just check out Chicago activist P-rico.
Let's not let the MTV and what they say affect how we feel about getting justice.
Now, by the sound of his voice, you can tell he was crying as soon as the documentary went off. Maybe it was because he never got to say "Wake Up Rosemont."
That show wasn't even worth airing.
See how choked up he's getting? Just look at that face. This shit is fucking hilarious.
That show, all it did was motivate me.
Yeah, I'm sure it's motivating them to come up with a new plan to get some of that Kanika cash.
Because now, I'm ready to fight.
See, and when these activists get in their feelings like that, and they say they're ready to fight, you want to steer clear. And somebody should have told this girl that shit before she crossed Rico's path. Because he gave her that "Wake Up Rosemont," you know, for justice.
Let me cut the volume up. Damn, ooh.
Do we have y'all attention now?
Yeah, you better wake up, YouTube. But let's get back to Jedidiah.
And all those people who wanted to say, well, you're mad you wasn't in it. Now they don't got nothing to say. And if I was in it, guess what you'd be saying? Well, look who was a part of it, right? Well, now they can't say that, and they're just silent.
See, nobody cared if he was in that documentary or not. The only person that cared was him. That's why he had to do 2 lives crying about it.
MTV said to me that I was too controversial.
And again, he has no proof of this at all.
And that is why they did not interview me. I believe that to be crock of bullshit.
Yeah, so do I. Only not on MTV's part, on this bullshit artist.
Controversy in television means ratings.
And trust me, this crisis actor knows about that all too well.
I was met with a lot of racist and a lot of racism and a lot of unbecoming remarks, not just to me and the crowd I was with, but to other people, Muslims, Hispanics, and it was
devastating crossover in the finish.
It was the very thing that was.
Is anti-violence activist Jedidiah Brown. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. And you have become.
And this part here has to be the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Norman. Try Norman because he knew he's not the type of person I usually date. But I'm ready for a change. I think I need someone to be the leader in my life. Jedidiah, I just don't have the calling on my life to be a first lady. And you live really far, you live in Chicago.
We crying today, y'all gonna be crying tomorrow.
I think Jerry's the reason why Jared turned bi. I don't think this excuse is going to work anymore.
The typical reason why I identify as bisexual is not because I'm practicing. It is because it's how I honor the kid that was taken out of my life because clearly he was different.
And you already know what this is the face of, so we can get back to the rest of the story.
This is big, just as big as the Emmett Till tragedy that affected humanity, and you got individuals who would reduce this to gossip, to all kinds of foolishness.
And a perfect example of that is telling people a fake-ass story that you made up out of thin air, then coming back 3 years later and telling everybody you were full of shit.
And that was that Kenneka Jenkins was a runner. They had been doing hotel parties, and that they were engaged in illegal activity in conjunction with the hotel. Kenneka Jenkins wanted to change her life. Somebody did not want that, and they decided to give her over to some people who could benefit from a dead black child. Well, I've come to learn that was not the case. But people would even take that and be messy with it.
Yeah, like his fellow advocate P-rico still spreads that story to this day.
I said this and I'm going to continue to say it. I believe the friends was to set up in a hotel covered it up. And I'm going to keep saying that.
MTV couldn't give us anything different because guess what? MTV's more concerned about lawsuits. They weren't going to say something that wasn't substantiated by the law enforcement community because they don't want somebody to turn around and take them to court and get rich when their goal was to make a TV special to get enough ratings so that their station and their programming could be where they want it to be.
No shit, Sherlock.
Like what this moron thinks that networks make TV shows for fun? Of course all they want is ratings. But let's get back to Captain Obvious and his fantastic tale.
They had a private screening, all too, by which many of the people who I felt, my thing is, hey, if I can't go, it's fine. But I think that you gotta do it the right way. I mean, goddamn, imagine me telling Dr. Martin Luther King's story. Well, that doesn't make sense, does it?
No, it doesn't. See, nobody would ever ask this idiot to tell Martin Luther King's story. You see, Martin Luther King actually got results. This dude sits in his car with a gun to his head, seeking attention. Two different people here.
I did not come on my live and say that I was going to give any groundbreaking information.
Damn, Jed, caught you in another lie. You see, right before MTV aired the special, he tried to steal that thunder and drop some groundbreaking information because he wasn't in it. Check this out.
There was a tip that I gotten while fighting for Kenneka Jenkins. So why am I telling this now? I don't want to diffuse MTV's moment.
Yeah, and Candace started just with platinum.
We were getting a lot of information and we were trying to filter it. I'm getting ready to say what I never said.
Hold on to your hats, people, because this dude's about to take you for a ride, and this shit's about to be hilarious.
Somebody inside that hotel room sent me a message.
So somebody at the hotel party decided to call a guy that puts a gun to his head in the middle of traffic to tell him some secret information. Okay. Now this here is a display on somebody that doesn't know what to say. I'm not pausing the tape or anything. He just doesn't get his lie straight yet.
And this is...
See what I mean? Look at his eyes. When you see somebody looking like that, you know they're thinking of something to say.
Is that...
Let's see if he gets it. Nope.
I'm going to tell you what the tip said. The tip said...
He's a clown.
That...
See what I mean? He got nothing.
Allegedly... Monifa...
Like always, you can't have a conspiracy without Monifa involved.
...was jealous because Kenneka wanted to make a change. And then I heard Monifa say she wanted more friends. And she didn't like that. It is also my understanding that Kenneka Jenkins and Monifa were not in communication. They were not on good terms immediately before they've decided to reconnect by Kenneka's doing.
Hey, you ever notice how these activists like to say all this bullshit and show you no evidence whatsoever of what they're saying? Clown shit.
Monifa, a good girl trying to play bad, allegedly made friends spitefully with people who Kenneka had a problem with during the period by which they were not friends.
Now this clown doesn't even know Monifa or anybody else at the party. Yeah, he knows she spitefully did something because he knows what their relationship was.
These are kids, and this is very hard for me to do. Within the entire 11 years of me being an advocate, I ain't never done nothing like it.
Now check out the classic fake activist sympathy.
God give me wisdom.
Now God need to give him a slap to the fucking face for being a goofy.
And anyway, long story short, became a friend of some people who was upset with Kanika because they had a boyfriend in common. That there was a man in the middle of two young ladies.
See, nobody from the hotel called him and told him that goofy shit. You see, a lot of goofies been going around YouTube saying that shit for years. Case in point, this goofy. You remember, the same girl that claimed Kanika possesses her body and talks to her? Well, you're about to hear, quote unquote, Kanika talk through her right now and tell her the same goofy ass story.
They kept on telling me that the guy that I really liked, that I thought he was so cute, was going to be there. So I was like, okay. And they was telling me that he likes me too.
And you can see this goofy's whole quote unquote reading on episode 6 of The Dark Side of J4K. But let's get back to the goofy at hand.
In other words, they always say that an enemy,
this is what you call an idiot trying to be smart.
An enemy, a friend of an enemy becomes something like that. Damn, it ain't work out properly. I can't even think of the statement.
And this is the dude that's going to solve a closed case. You see, the only thing he's good for is clout chasing off the dead. Case in point, look what he said about Zach TV, knowing full well Zach's not here to corroborate his story.
Zach was the only person who in the wee hours of the night would be in communication with me about what really happened to Kanika Jenkins. Never got to tell that. Nobody really knew that.
It's pretty convenient that he waited till after Zach died to, release all this information. See, if Zach was here, he'd probably slap the shit out of him and call him a whole goofy. But don't think Jed just came on here to cry about the MTV special. Nah, like a good used car salesman, he's here to sell you something.
I have then began to go back over the Kanika Jenkins case, and I have a brand new team. And Kanika now has an organization that she is responsible for creating.
That's right, everybody. You can't keep a good fraud down. This dude found a whole new group of goofies to buy into his Kool-Aid. But I bet you're wondering, what happened to the rest of the freedom frauds? Well, this is what he had to say about them.
That everybody's a critic. Everybody has something to say or an opinion. A lot of people are negative and pessimistic and take out their own miseries in the middle of cases, and they create chaos. The more people doesn't always mean more potential to resolve it. Sometimes as a leader, you have to recognize that everybody who comes and say that they're with the movement or with supporting isn't. People who didn't be messy or leave because they couldn't be seen or get a pat on their back or cause drama in hell because they wanted to be seen or make it about something futile, less than what it was. I'm talking about people who've done real work. And if you don't have the character to match the capacity of the success or the awareness or the level, it can and it will crush you. And they don't know a damn thing that they're talking about. They'll never be featured on anything, and ain't nobody calling their phone checking for them.
But isn't this whole temper tantrum here all because he wasn't featured in anything and nobody called to check on him? Yeah, I think he's talking about himself. But let's let him keep talking.
Because this is not about gossip, popularity, or fame. Damn it, I already got that.
Yeah, I guess all that popularity and fame he's bragging about wasn't enough to get him featured in that MTV documentary, though, was it? But don't think he got a new team because he wanted to. See, the old freedom frauds kicked his ass to the curb because they found out he was lying. Check this shit out.
What man of God anyway sit up and call people devils and all this shit when you don't get your way? You done ate off the fat of the lamb, but now everybody evil, nigga, after you full. Really? You can't talk to everybody and be messy and think shit ain't gonna come back. What kind of fucking man are you, nigga? When's the last time you had some pussy? When you fucked the Torah properly? Nigga, fuck you. So, nigga, you go to the gas station. Some people fighting. You get your punk ass out the car. to try to go in the store for whatever you're looking for at 3 in the morning in Atlanta, and ain't shit going on out there but crack cocaine, prostitution, and motherfucking dipping and sticking in the ass. Somebody threw a goddamn phone in a goddamn bush after they done fought you and kicked and scratched and cut, and he come back and throw a phone in a bush, and then you so happily come back the next morning and find it. Oh, here's the phone, but you in the iPhone store texting Lamont on that same goddamn phone number. Boy, if you don't knock it the fuck off already.
There is a so-called activist in Chicago named Jedidiah Brown, whose intentions are false. He ambulance chases. He goes after dead black babies for publicity. Everything that he is claiming is a damn lie.
Make sure Mr. Jedidiah, make sure he's watching too.
I said, who wants to remain a freedom fighter and who doesn't? Or even maybe. I was out. I was done.
Right.
And no, that's unacceptable in Jed's faith. He's gonna deframe you in any way he can.
He did it. He did it.
Man, I feel his aura up in here. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Don't you want to know who cut Jedidiah? I would like to know too. I can tell you the area that he was in was riddled with gay prostitution and drug use. I just found out that this fool got a whole GoFundMe from 2015 that's still collecting cash. What was he up to?
$41,000.
Exactly.
41,000. Go catch it, baby. Jedidiah sat at that kitchen table and told us he knew exactly what happened to Kanika. He watched it on the video and he told us exactly how that girl got murdered. And he knew who did it. And my sister-in-law, Miss Yolanda, she can attest to it because she was sitting right there. So you tell me what man who knows something about somebody getting murdered, who he out there hollering for justice for Kanika, would not tell the police he knew and saw that video? Why wouldn't he do that?
I ain't no motherfucking puppet. Ain't no fucking strings attached to this motherfucking back of mine. Don't nobody pull my motherfucking strings. Ain't nobody pull no whole card over here, okay? Because I'm well capable of taking care of my motherfucking self. And Jedidiah Brown, you fucking know that, you fucking old. You like drama. That's why your fucking ass always hit that fucking live button. Because you want a fucking attention.
You see, the reason why the freedom fighters didn't work out is because Jedidiah always has to be the center of attention, and he always has to be a leader. And when they voted him out of being their president, he didn't take too kindly of that.
And I never chose, or I never asked to be the damn leader in the first place.
And after what happened last time, he's not going to start asking.
And I'm going to be the leader of it. And if you don't like it, stay the hell away.
Now my question is, if the mother already told these activists to fuck off, how is he going to continue this protest?
And I'm not asking for nobody's permission. I sat back, y'all moved me, you didn't do shit. And to her family, I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
Yeah, your boy Jag going to get that Kanika cash no matter what. And if you think you're going to join this organization and get any recognition, well, you better think again.
If you somebody that need you think you're gonna compete with me, if you want a pat on the back, if you need to be seen or heard, then this ain't for you because I'm gonna hurt your feelings.
You see, Jedidiah ain't playing this time around, and if you cross him, well, there's gonna be repercussions.
I'm a man of God, I love God, but I always am very clear that I'm imperfect. But at the same time, I'll bust your ass. And if I can't do it, guess what? I'm gonna keep on trying until I bust your ass. And if that still's failing, trust me, I got a whole lot of people around me who'll do what I can't. They'll bust your ass. And if that can't work, then we'll handle it, and hopefully God will come around, and you still, at the end of the day, your ass will be busted. All right.
Good. Shit, I'm glad my truth came out.
Sounds to me like his new group going to be called Jedidiah and the Chicago Ass Busters. But what's the show called Big Mad without showing him being big mad? So let's watch his meltdown that he had when he got voted out of the Freedom Frauds.
I'm so sick of people talking about be a man of God, be this and be that. At the end of the day, all y'all can kiss the bottom of my boot, and I'ma only do that. That's the worst I could do, because I done told God that I'ma stop cussing. But at the end of the day, y'all don't got nothing. You ain't never gonna have nothing, and that's why we can't get nowhere, because y'all a bunch of ignorant, hateful, spiteful, malicious punk. Now you petty, Jedidiah. Now you didn't have to say that, Jedidiah. Y'all can kiss my... I swear I wish I didn't tell God I'ma stop cussing. Now you can kiss my butt. Now, yeah, y'all so... I bet you if Martin Luther King had life, he would have got on and told y'all to kiss his Buddha a couple times. Y'all don't like a real unruly motherfucker, do you? All she had to do was gracefully leave, resign, and stop. But oh, she's so tactful. She's so nice. No, you know what we've been fighting since the beginning of this organization is because this woman has thought that she was entitled to something she ain't put no work in because she has money. And I sat back and I took that stuff. I kept taking it. And y'all gonna go on there and disrespect me. And you're gonna do it over and over again. Now you got cake on your face. You know what? I need to scream. I can't keep this stuff in me. Some of the worst people to fight for is people whose skin look like mine. Y'all some of the worst. Y'all been some of the worst. Ain't no white person ever came at me about no donation. No white person. Never. It's always a bunch of N-word bullcrap. Y'all talking about some freaking donations, man. You can kiss my ass. And I mean it. You can kiss my ass.
See, clowning this dude will never get old. Because at the end of the day, Jedidiah is just a dude looking for attention. He's a liar and a fraud. And without the attention, he doesn't feel important. That's why he's so mad about not being in that MTV special. So next time you see him come on live trying to make money off the dead, or saying he got some type of special information, call him a goofy and keep him moving. And with that, that's where we're going to end this one. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see some more in this fraud, check out these videos in the description. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Rico, I see through you, bro. Jedidiah's understudy.
Where you from,
You are Jedidiah's understudy.
Where you from, Toast?
Now let me ask you this: is that Kanika in the freezer? Is that Kanika in the freezer? Is that Kanika in the freezer? Is that Kanika in the freezer?
Shit in a man face,
Was that Kanika in the freezer?
Where you from?
Was that